Against Izytang. That's the guy you played earlier. That I
Yeah,
that
stepped
one
in
on
battle
it.
cruisers.
That crazy match. Yeah.
Dude, honestly, that is such a hard thing to like counter when it catches you. Like, I think that was the first unit I saw of his. Like,
Was he teleporting in, or was he going in and then teleporting away?
I think teleporting in, because whenever I would see him, they'd be like already like in the middle of like my mineral line.
What was really annoying, I think I played some of the balance patch when they were announcing it, and what's annoying is when the battle cruisers go in and they warp away. Because
So you can never kill him, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's telling me his crazy introduction thing, he used like the tilde. So we'll, we'll show everyone.
Ohio StarCraft League, high production. Let's do it.
Yeah, and in March we're hoping to do like an actual big like tournament series with this. So I know Kendall said he thinks he could maybe get some of his teammates from All Inspiration to come on down. And it'll be like a Saturday, so it'll be easier for people to like travel and not have to come right after work on a Friday till 2 in the morning.
You know, there is a surprising amount of StarCraft players that are interested in things like this. I was trying to get a bunch of people. I went to school in Cincinnati and played on like we had a college team and stuff, and I had a lot of StarCraft friends there.
Yeah.
But I was trying to get them to come up for this because they were thinking about taking a road trip for one of the tournaments. And,
oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely. I'm gonna try to get like a nice Smash UG and like everything kind of planned out and posted. But yeah, March will be like a really nice travel day one. We'll start like early Saturday, so we can have the whole day to do it.
Cool.
Be super cool. Without further ado, in the top left we got Izytang playing Blue Terran. We have there we go.
Oh.
There's his nice little. So he's the only one that gets one right now because he's the one that made it. But super cool. He got his little like catchphrase.
That's awesome.
And then in the
it's more fun to watch when there's good production too.
Yeah, that just looks so cool. I told him we should just like make everyone be him, like no matter where he is, it's just his picture. But in the bottom right we have AuxDaFox with the red Zerg. I think these guys said that they played last month, and Izytang won, I believe, in a pretty close set. I don't know if it was a game 3, but I think they're like around like the same skill level.
Yeah, judging from the games I watched you play him, and I played against AuxDaFox a few times. It should be a good series.
And then so I play the winner of this, and the winner of that will play you.
Cool.
So we've got a nice little scout. Sees that the pool timing is normal after that hatch.
Yeah, looking pretty standard so far. Looks like a reactor, so we might do a factory follow-up.
I know when the last tournament that you came to where Schnitzel won, you would always pretty much do the reactor factory with the reactor.
He had it down to a T.
And then do the Hellions, third command center. Yeah.
That's the thing. I get bored and I try to mix it up a lot, but if you get your one build order down, you know how to react all the time. So I'm sure he gets bombarded with very many different strategies on like ladder and whatnot, or Schnitzel that does his same build order.
Yeah.
And he probably knows like how to react in every situation. All right.
Ling's gonna clean up the scout maybe, looking like he's trying to secure his third expand.
Yeah, Terran's checking to see if he was having a third.
He was gonna go for that Ling speed fairly early. Oh, and a defensive bunker actually went down. Oh wait, no, that's his command center. Never mind.
I like the early link speed. It can be kind of you need it for Hellions if you were to get Hellions, but you can definitely apply some pressure if you make extra links and try to shut down the natural a little bit. If he were to do a link flood, he's opening bio, and you could probably force a liftoff.
Oh, and the SCV lives with 5 health. It's kind of nice. Not a huge deal, but nice to have that little extra income. Yeah.
Over the span of the game, maybe that'll be an extra 100 minerals.
All right, so he's just going a lot of bio right now.
Yep.
Not even with like the early Reaper or anything like that. Just a lot of Marines getting stabbed pretty early on.
I don't think bio really had any change in the recent patch, did they?
I don't think so. I know Cyclones got buffed.
Yeah, I played against it for the first time today, and I wasn't really sure what they did, so I'm going to have to tool around with, I'll probably play Terran and try it myself.
That's
so
so
that I know.
scary. As Protoss, I already like kind of got like destroyed. If they like went like a few Cyclones and just like start taking out Stalkers, I feel like I'm done.
Yeah.
And now they do like the extra damage to armored units with their upgrade, and it's like ridiculous.
Right.
Just mow stuff down.
So no one's really harassed each other yet. It's looking like they get to, base up, macro up, and see what strategies are about to unfold here.
Getting the starport, so maybe some medvacs. Maybe he will move out fairly soon because he has that nice bio ball.
Does AuxDaFox have a Baneling nest?
I don't think I saw.
It's gonna be
any
oh,
no, he does.
one,
Okay. I was kind of trying to look out for like the next like tech choice he made. So he's also going for a Spire.
Because I've been there, I forgot Baneling nest against bio, and that's no fun.
Yeah, I mean, Zerg, do you even have like anything else that is like AOE?
Not too much. Lurkers, no one really makes lurkers against bio. I'd like to see more people try, but you kind of need that hive tech for the quick burrow, unburrow. By the way, they changed the burrow hotkeys. I need to fix that. They made it so that burrow used to all be bound to the same key, and now they have it so it's different. I think it's like R and N or R and E. I can't remember.
Oh, like to unburrow is different than to burrow.
So
That's kind of weird. Yeah.
But it makes sense. It's just I need to get over it because I'm so used to hitting the same key.
Yeah, I use grid because I don't want to be memorizing every unit skill. AuxDaFox has so much stage presence right now.
Getting quite a few Marines.
Yeah, I don't know exactly to the extent to what how much he knows like what Izytang actually has, but he at least
got
knows
that
he's not
Overlord
moving out.
sitting there perfectly.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But once the medevac comes out, he'll probably clear that Overlord. Baneling speed, upgrades on the way. Upgrades are very important in the bio matchup. If Zerg gets below on upgrades, the bio army will just destroy. And it'll feel like your Zerglings do absolutely nothing to the bio army, so it's good that he's getting those.
Just getting a few mutas, maybe able to just like harass the workers and stuff. Oh, and this first drop might be coming in pretty soon. There we go, finally clears out that.
I think Aux saw the load, so maybe he can try to prepare for it.
These lings in a decent place to maybe find it. Oh, okay, never mind, they're moving back. I was gonna say, they kept hanging out like around here, they might actually spot these.
He's got some alright map vision, depending on the pathing of these medevacs. If he goes straight to the bottom, he doesn't have any overlords over there, though. I wonder if he has any static defense at his third to help deal with it. Doesn't look like it.
And he only has that one queen there, so he's not even in position.
At least his lings aren't too far.
Yeah, his army's pretty close. Now
unless he tries to move out.
Back. He'll be coming in here pretty soon.
This could be favorable for the Zerg if, because he has the Mutalisk. He has a high Mutalisk count. He can get rid of the medevacs.
Yeah, I can definitely like kill what's here at least. Not allow them to escape. Oh, and that
that was a very good trade.
Destroy him.
Looks like the Terran is moving out with a fairly large group of Marines, turning around.
At least he kept both of his medevacs, which is actually really nice. Zerg might try to cut him off. No.
I think the Terran needs to invest in some AoE. I saw he had a siege tank. Widow Mines are very good against the Mutaling Bang, especially after the Thor changes.
I was saying, yeah, the Widow Mines, I think they take less time to build now.
Yeah.
I think there's some other thing that made them slightly better.
There's an upgrade you can get after the patch where with Drilling Claws they become cloaked like they were in
okay, that was it. Okay. Gonna get some AoE, but if they get too close to those tanks, yeah, he only has one out. Second tank might save at least this top base, but the natural expand looks like it might be going down. And one Liberator's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, this is definitely a rough trade for the Terran here.
Yeah, that might just be it. He doesn't have enough time to get the air units to counter these mutas. He only has 2 Vikings.
He's got a sizable army. The thing is, his Marines they were across the map, so they were unable to help with the defense.
Yeah,
here.
they're just now coming back, and they're getting split up by attack moving. Yeah, the mobility of these mutas is going to be really hard unless he just runs into the Marines, which he kind of does. He actually might be able to
After he cleans this up, he needs to get damage done with these Marines.
Yeah, because his army, though, is...
He does have a decent army.
Supply.
It's just all Marine, so if Aux needs to hit the right Baneling connects, then it should secure a very sizable lead.
Yeah, and Aux is already kind of like building his defensive army to deal with all this bio. If he just morphs some of those links into Banes, yeah, it should be fine. Oh, I didn't actually realize that he lifted the orbital command and saved it. That's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's got some energy.
Because yeah, he has energy.
Mules are
He doesn't have to wait for
comeback machine.
either like his main to go there or to build an entirely new command center.
Right.
So he can get back to mine at least fairly fast. He's going to be trying to move out and getting that counter damage.
If yeah, I feel like Terran really needs to do some significant damage here. He's very behind on economy. It's going to be rough.
Yeah, and these medvacs are already so low that if they just get hit with a few meta hits,
He doesn't really
should
have
be
anything to
going down.
buffer for the Marines.
yeah, and especially with the number of banelings,
Yeah.
once they get on top, it should be pretty easy. Oof, yeah.
Yikes.
It's like when you have like 10 High Templar with like tons of energy, and this Zerg has like so much units and doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They start evaporating. So
He's on 4 base too, so at this point he can keep throwing units at him. It's,
yeah, and I mean the army supply.
there's not too much pressure on the Zerg here to hit the correct hits.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to tech back up.
I like the Banshee idea, just as a comeback.
Yeah, does he have what is upgrades G? Okay, so he doesn't have Cloak Banshee. I know he went for Cloak Banshee against me, which
Oh, I
it
saw
caught me
that.
like off guard. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like after like a big fight that like kind of reset both of our armies, and it did tons of damage. Not going that way this time. Getting some Hellions out, which will deal at least some AoE, but the numbers game is just going to be so in favor of AuxDaFox. Cancel it, cancel it, cancel it. No.
Oh, can't afford that right now.
Yes, that's just 400 minerals on the drain.
Hellions isn't a bad idea. He definitely just needs AoE for this number of lings.
Mm-hmm.
Siege tank would be nice. Widow mines. Yeah, if the Terran pulls out here, I would be very impressed.
Yeah, especially with all these Banes. They should just be like sent in first, destroy all these Marines, and then it should be just clean up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for that secret base. Probably won't have enough time for that to actually, you know, add anything.
Appreciate the effort.
Yeah. Especially with Terran, because you can like drop mules kind of anywhere, so like
Yeah.
it's a little bit easier to, I don't know, saturate it like
Terran
really
is
fast.
definitely a race that can come back, but it looks like he's past
Yeah, there's
the point
so
of it.
many units, and those Banes should just be able to explode this wall.
Yeah.
Or slowly destroy it with the mutas.
Oh, traffic jam. GG. Victory to AuxDaFox.
All right,
Well
looks
played.
like the first game. Next game is going to be at Port Alexander.
He had some strong macro going on there.
Yeah, Ox's APM's been pretty decent. He's been, I think, focusing a lot more on his macro game. Pretty much like, he said for the most part, trying to just like a pretty much attack move with his units, but being able to keep his economy up to just replenish those units when he needs to. Keep the
Cool.
pressure on.
Port Alexander. Played here for the first time today as well.
Oh, really?
I kind of like. Oh, I like it against Terran because there's no Reaper hop-ups. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I always
yeah,
check that
okay.
on the new maps right away because it changes your Zerg versus Terran opening if you don't have to worry about the Reaper.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know good Protoss will have like really nice like walls for like those different like jump up points. I pretty much just like put my buildings right next to my base when I'm playing against Terra. You know, like Zerg and Protoss I have to like wall at different places.
Right. Well, that does make sense. If a Protoss were playing a Terran and they could wall in front of like the only jump up point, that's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes we'll get, you know, gateway cyber core just closing off kind of a corner. But yeah, I just don't know the maps that well, so I just like keep it near my base. Kind of do a little Sim City thing, so the Reaper
Right.
doesn't have like full reign.
The new maps
Yeah.
do look really cool,
Oh,
though, like aesthetically.
Did Ox mean to go Terran?
I
did
would
he go
guess
random?
not, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I guess. Yeah,
Wrong
okay,
race.
Okay. Oh, YOLO. Did that mean he doesn't actually want to play that, right?
Couldn't tell you. No, they left.
Okay, I was gonna say I would think that like you don't want to do that.
Actually, I really like playing Terran in this new, the past few patches. I've had a lot of fun with Terran.
I know Shvek has been trying to play Terran on ladder
Oh, really?
a lot. Yeah.
They kind of can. They can be the aggressor often, and depending on how you're trying to play, it can be really fun. They have a ton of options too. I'm rooting for Izytang here. Seems like he's the underdog.
Yeah, I was slightly surprised to know that he won their last set together. Ox has just been like playing a decent amount, kind of been like grinding a little bit.
Yeah, he seemed pretty good.
All right, sick. They're both ready.
Like you said, he's working on his macro, and that's definitely the best way to improve at the level he is.
Yeah, until like masters or something. It's yeah. If you have an economy,
I'd say until like
helps
the
a lot.
top tier players, like your macro can carry you.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you need some decent strategy.
Can't just throw lings at a wall. All right, in the bottom right-hand corner, we got Izytang with the blue Terran. And this, oh, come on. Oh, I didn't send him to his team. Curses. All right. Well, we're still figuring some stuff out. All right.
In time.
Imagine his face up there. And then the top left, we have OuxDaFox with the red Zerg. OuxDaFox did take that game 1. So we'll see if this is the end of the set or if Izytang can fight back just a little bit.
This map looks so cool with all the boxes around. I don't know, just like the objects here. I like it. It's different.
Kind of looks like a scene from like a Wall-E or something, or like, you know, like post-apocalyptic, just like kind of garbage stuff.
Right.
Like,
Mad Max.
yeah. Trying to appeal to, you know, the children watching. You know, everyone can get behind Wall-E.
Wall-E's the future. We're all going to be on scooters playing StarCraft.
Yeah, with the touch screen just in front of our faces.
Right. Pretty standard so far. Opening with a hatch, no pool yet.
Hatch gas pool.
Terran probably doing a reactor opening again. Wonder if he'll do bio.
Oh, going for the double rack.
Does it? Yeah, it's likely then.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go for bio play. I think the third rack. I remember
racks. Maybe he'll do some Reapers.
there are the two Ashland eSport coaches that came to one of these, and one was a Grandmaster Protoss, and I think the other one was a Master Terran. And the Master Terran would go like 5 racks almost every time. Like I don't think he would even get gas.
Really?
And he would just like go mass Marines. He actually did one of the coolest things. He did a fake proxy. And then when someone was scouting, he actually put SCVs inside the command center.
Oh, you rarely ever see that.
Yeah, I popped off so hard watching it. I was like, I don't even know if like the player he was playing against would even semi-count the work. You know, like if that even like registered in his head.
Right.
But it's just one of those like top level like 3 levels of mind games.
It's always something you forget about because people upgrade their command center so early into orbitals that you have to have a default. Or you can do it on a planetary as well. You can load into the planetary.
Yeah, but usually their first base won't be a planetary.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to upgrade with that. But it kind of reminds me of, like, I know there were some things with Protoss where they go for the warp gate upgrade so that the cybercore starts, like, spinning when the Zerg, like, is over it. Mm-hmm. And they'll cancel it and then start, like, Stargate or something. Because, like, usually if you start Stargate, you won't go warp gate first.
You can do +1 on it as well to throw them off. +1
Oh,
air
yeah,
attacks.
start air attacks. Before, yeah, so there's like that kind of stuff. I always think is so sick because like you have to have so much respect for your opponent that like they're even paying attention to that. But
that's something that starts to become a factor at the top level. I don't know if you've watched any of BlizzCon, but Cyril will do a lot of like cancels on his tech buildings.
Mm-hmm.
For example, he'll cancel his like Spire and throw down Hydralistan.
I think I saw some of that. Yeah, he was so dominant during BlizzCon.
Yeah,
that actually was like so absurd. All right, stopping some of the vision. He doesn't have a nice. Well, I guess you can probably put an Overlord here, right, and be like safe from.
Yeah, it's especially against Terran and Terran that doesn't get starport so quickly. You can definitely leave your Overlords over there for a minute.
Few blind spots.
I'm guessing you can put it on those boxes. I'm not too sure.
I know some maps, if you have like, if you go up here, like if you have a worker here, like this can show it, and then the bottom guys can hit it. And like, there's some like weird spots like that, but. Yeah, right now OuxDaFox is pretty blind to what Izytang is doing, which last game he pretty much had vision like up until like mid game.
Right.
He kind of knew.
Yeah, he had that Overlord hanging there.
Yeah, he knew that was going to be a bio ball. Looks like Izytang just loves his bio.
But AuxDaFox does have the correct response again.
Going for roaches and some upgrades maybe.
Oh, he's doing roaches. I didn't catch that. I just saw the banelings morphing.
And he hasn't gotten his third base yet. So 4 minute 30 seconds. I feel like a 3 minute like third is like semi-normal, like 3:30. So he might be.
That's a strong timing right here. If the Marauders soak up the baneling hits, so that the Marines can continue firing, it can definitely snowball. I don't think he only had like 2 or 3 banelings.
There's no upgrades, right?
He has concussive shells.
Okay.
So if the banelings try to connect, he should be able to slow him down.
Slow him down, maybe kite back a little bit.
So as long
Nice positioning.
with the correct micro, this could be a very good push. The Marines will melt the lings. Yeah, I think he should be able to delete that army if he has some Marauders in front. He has 2 in back right now.
He gets slightly scouted, but yeah, he's got all the positioning.
If you were to pull the Marines back, keep the Marauders forward.
Okay, pretty strong hit from AuxDaFox, but kiting fairly well. Only like maybe like a third of his army got hit by that.
Oh, this
really
is good.
nice hit by the Bane, yeah.
Transfuse on the Birchborn.
Oh, and then transfuse on the Queen. Oh, but yeah, with that little the nerf that transfuse got,
Right.
he was able to take out that Queen. But now it should be cleaned up. He kind of reset AuxDaFox's army count, but didn't do too much damage to any of like his economy or anything.
That wasn't too bad for the Terran. He's still rallying over.
Which kind of scares me because if these start getting picked off, they're not nearly as strong without that bio clump. These.
They're trading not too poorly.
Yeah. But yeah, if these. Well, I guess he might be able to survive that. But yeah, if these lings take out like the Marauder, I just wish he would be like.
He's got to
rallying right here, yeah. And then moving across. Because yeah, these guys are definitely dead. This Marauder's probably dead if he keeps moving up here.
Yeah, he really needs to group them together.
So yeah, he's not going for any other tech, so it looks like he's going to keep going for bio. But yeah, if he keeps dripping them in here like he is, Lings are going to have no problem killing these. Oh, not great Baneling explosions just because it was unnecessary, but
at least the Marauder did a backflip.
Yeah, 2-3 at a time is just not going to do it. All right, starting to kind of rally in one spot.
Still fairly close. Terran, if he rallies correctly, I like where his position is.
Yeah, he should be able to defend, and his third base is like pretty. Let me go back to production. I think it's pretty close to the timing of Ox's third base, which if you're tied on bases against Zerg,
he's getting combat shield, which is
nice.
very good against the Zerg. The Ling only army that he has right now.
Might
Soka
be
has some extra
slightly
hits.
out of position, but should be able to come down here. He's got to react. Or cancel. Okay, he got the cancel,
that's fine.
which honestly is
Probably
really
better
nice.
anyways. I don't know if his army could have taken that on yet.
I like the Ling type Marine. Just kind of as a scout.
Might be smart for him to build his command center at his choke and float it over until he's has a strong army.
He just keeps trying other side. Is he gonna build a fake one? Or is he just scouting?
What kind of tech does the Terran have under this or behind this?
I don't think he got any other buildings.
Oh,
He got a factory. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Heavy bio.
Oh, here we go. And then
Good
engineering
upgrades.
bay.
Cool.
Alright, so finally getting a starport out. But yeah, mostly just barracks. Oh, those bins are going to do a lot of damage. And his army's just a little bit too split up, so it doesn't have that punch. And the surrounds for Lings are so much stronger.
When the bio is split up, the Link surrounds, the DPS like triples at least.
Yeah. Yeah, and he did go for that kind of hidden base.
I always appreciate the ninja base.
Might be able to hold this off for a little bit, but once it breaks, yeah, those Banes just destroy the Marines. And that should be it. AuxDaFox will probably just keep pumping Lings into it. 18 more under production, plus Aspire.
Yeah, it's looking like the beginning of the end here. Cool. I kind of like the first push that Aaron tried to pull off. I think the micro could have been a little better and a little more devastating, but I like where his head's at.
Yeah, if he would have reset Aux's army and then gotten like another kind of small army to come and aid it,
Right.
definitely could have done like a lot of damage. But he kind of just like got an advantage and then traded out until it was kind of reset. And yeah, AuxDaFox will take it 2-0.
Cool.
Which means I'm gonna be playing AuxDaFox.
That makes. I think he moves on to the winners or losers semis at this point.
Yeah, so we'll do losers semis, which is me and AuxDaFox. You're chilling in losers finals.